Dodgers are starting the All-Star game. Starts the game on the mound. He takes first. Bets. Cunha is in center field. That is not that bad. Honestly, that's pretty good for me. The All-Star game is in 37 days. Antonio Sensatella versus Anthony Escalfani. Bats, I can give you a day off, right? Yep. Who else? Shut, I think I can too.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Colorado Rockies and the Los Angeles Dodgers. The Dodgers find themselves on a 20-game winning streak entering the day. Their chase for the all-time record continues next. Anthony DeSclafani, a right-hander from the Garden State of New Jersey, gets the ball here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's had a real solid season up to this point. ERA under 3.5, which is saying something in these high-scoring games we see now in the game of baseball. This guy knows how to pitch, and if he's on, he knows how to minimize the damage. He'll be fun to watch in this one.
And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop, Trevor Story. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Here comes the first pitch. Second of 4 here on a Friday night as the game's first pitch is taken for strike one. Dan Dero, you check out this Dodger team as they enter play here tonight. All you can really say is they've been on one heck of a run.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I'm just a double-digit winning streak. That I mean, maybe have.
What is the longest active team winning streak?
This team is
and
rocking in all facets right now.
What is the longest winning streak in MLB history?
To Wikipedia, the 1916 New York Giants hold the record for the longest winning streak.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A shot to second base and handled for the first out. And a chance now to check out the visiting Colorado Rockies. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, keep an eye on Charlie Blackmon. I mean, this guy is a career 300 hitter. You talk about consistent. He delivers clutch hits basically every time he walks into the box. I love watching this guy.
Standing in now, Raimel Tapia, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
You know, Dero, I think Jerry Hillsdale is a very good hitter's umpire. Doesn't give much on the edges. He's going to make you put the ball over the plate.
Oh, I love me some Jerry Hillsdale. You have to come over those 17 inches. He ain't giving you anything on the outside corner, and that's the way it should be.
Here's another 0-2. Popped up. Amaya is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out.
That is third. The third baseman, Nolan Arenado.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. Watches a fastball right there for strike one. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Ooh, back-to-back tough pitches, and he's down 0-2 now. Weak grounder back to the mound. Throw on to Muncy, gets him, and with that they'll end the inning. So a rather pedestrian start to the top half of the first. The Dodgers coming up, and we are scoreless. Antonio Senzatella will be on the bump for game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Boy, it's been a rough go for this guy, Matt, in his last 3 starts. Last 3 starts, he's taken the loss in all 3. So he'd like to turn that fortune around in this one today. And the best way to start that, throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Into the box now, Jacob Amaya. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Scooped up. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Dan, who do we keep an eye on?
Well, Matty, the guy I'm here to see is Big Chris Bryant. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
And the next up will be Alex Verdugo. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field.
It is gone. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
A solo shot here to left. Home run number 9 on the year. And the Dodgers strike first, 1-0.
Yeah, we always talk about how important it is to spot your starter or run it to early in the game, and he does just that, blasting a no-doubt bomb that serves notice. They're going to be swinging with the wood here. No better way to get the home crowd into it right out of the gates.
Here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. It was another loss for them last time out, and that makes them 2-8 over their last 10 games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on them.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap.
Goodbye, home run.
So a solo shot here to left center field. Number 21 for him on the season. And the Dodgers move in front now 2-0.
Boy, not the way you'd like to start a game, right? First inning you come in, you give up 2 home runs. We'll see if he can regroup right here. It's not easy to sometimes come back from that.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. As he'll take a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And he begins the game just a single dinger shy of 30 for the year so far. A bouncer to the left side. And that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Running hard. He's digging for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. The relay throw.
Safe.
He is in there with a triple.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Row, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
So now to the plate, Zach McKinstry, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. Another first inning RBI opportunity for him here. from the stretch. And he pops it up. Arenado in foul ground. And this will land foul. Bellinger stands at third with one gone in the inning. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. One out and a runner on third. Line drive to left. And a base hit.
RBI.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Next up is Max Muncy, as he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike one.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in the game and then mount a comeback.
Here's the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. On the run is Dahl. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball.
I mean, the Rockies done it before against me.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And it's 1-2.
Basic pitching right there. 0-2 fastball up and out of the zone. Change the eye level. Now time to go to that curveball down and away.
Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. 3 runs already home here. And a swing and a miss, so the NL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, and there are 2 gone.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
Digging in next will be Chris Bryant. Sent toward first, but an easy play over at first to glove it, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a man left on. 1 inning in the books here. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Rockies nothing. And that'll bring in Charlie Blackmon. And as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Just getting blown away so far. No reason to throw anything else to speed up his bat. Just stay right there.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. Playable for Verdugo, and there's 1 gone.
All right, guys, here's the defensive alignment for the Los Angeles Dodgers. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make
We lead the NL.
plays, mix in a few
We're
flashy
second
ones,
in
and
baseball
day after day, they
in
give
fielding
their pitchers
percentage.
the best chance to be successful.
David Dahl to the plate now. As he'll take a look at a slider that can't make it back to the corner. It's ball 1. He'll check in here at 256. 11 home runs and 31 RBIs. The 1-0 delivery. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
Ooh, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
The 1-1. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. Acuna going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 9, Daniel Murphy.
Daniel Murphy steps in now. He was hitless in the shutout last night. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is low, ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-1 to the Rockies' first baseman.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing it that way.
A ball and 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
Ball 2.
Tried to work in the
Oh,
backdoor breaking ball there for a strikeout, but he just couldn't quite get it to come back to the
Ah.
corner. That's a really tough pitch to hit if you can spot it.
oh, that looked like that was on the
Here comes
corner.
2-2 pitch. Full count now, 3-2. Reese McGuire would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Lifted the other way out to left center. Chasing after it is Verdugo. He can't get there. So will continue.
Boy, this was a good start.
That call you
First
should have
5
called
guys,
strike 3
5
that you
down,
called
but
ball
number
2.
6 hitter proved to be a little bit more difficult, and that's a bullet hit.
Yeah, absolutely right there.
Is the
man.
reason
Just a
why
nice AB
this
by the
inning is
6-hole
still
guy.
going on, Blue.
After watching his first 5 brethren take a seat.
Call those pitches, please. I don't want the pitchers to work extra fucking hard because you don't want to call it.
First pitch and bounce it into foul territory.
I would have rung him
McGuire
out the
is
first
considered
chance
one
I
of the
had.
best
Oh yeah.
defensive catchers in the game today. He often gets praised for his work behind the plate, and I know a lot of pitchers
That
have
slider,
made it clear
I would've
that
called
his
him out
presence
right
back
then and there.
Adds a level of comfort that
Barely
not
missed
many
the
others
outside
can
corner.
replicate.
Would have called him
And
out.
Matty, I don't know if he's always going to be a favorite for the Gold
As
Glove.
that one
When you
too.
walk around this clubhouse, you hear these pitchers.
I would have
rave
just
about
rung
throwing
him
to
up.
this guy. That's all
Goodbye,
I need to hear.
Colorado.
Still 1-2.
Or regardless, doesn't matter what league I'm in.
Got him swinging.
I would have called
and
him that.
will
I would have called
end
that
the
person
inning.
out.
One left for Colorado.
Like,
Still down.
don't
3-0.
make my pitchers work too fucking hard. It's only the second inning. I'm trying to see him go longer than. Actually, never mind. He actually did say the whole entire game against the
In
Mets
now,
his last start.
Nunez. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
No balls and a strike to count. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning.
Hey, the offense did their homework coming into this one. There's another leadoff knock in the second. That makes 5. That makes 5 hits already for these guys.
Into the box, Anthony DeSclafani. And the pitcher is, in fact, bunting here as he puts this one
Safe.
down. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
You know, it's a force play. He still made it. So force at third, there's a force at second. There is a double play opportunity.
He's set. Here it comes. On a rope to the second baseman.
And then there's that.
The left fielder, number 99.
All right, guys, so here's how the Colorado Rockies set up defensively. And let's focus our attention on shortstop Trevor Story. We get it, big-time power, but also adequate on the defensive side. Taking over after Troy Tulowitzki left couldn't be easy, and Trevor Story did a heck of a job.
Into the box now, Alex Verdugo. Liner toward right center, and this is going to get down for extra bases.
Come on, if I don't score a run here.
Both of them home. Nunez isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate.
Safe
at the plate as they move on top 4-0.
Well, we've already had some hard-hit balls in the first 2 innings here, and here's another one. Absolutely jumped off his bat and into the outfield, bringing another run home here in the early going.
I would have loved a 2-run double, but I'm good with a single run on that double right there.
Acuna digs in now. He squares it up and hits a bolt to left center. That's in there. Base hit.
2-run's going to score on that single.
And the second run will score as well as they've opened it up to 6-0 now.
The bat.
Boy, this guy's having a great game here so far, D-Row. Home run earlier in the night, and that base hit right there drives in his third run batted in of this game.
Yeah, you drive to the park every day hoping your rhythm and timing is on point with that pitcher's windup, and that's exactly been the case today. He not only mixed in that big bomb, but now he's got 3 ribbies to boot.
Cody Bellinger at the plate now. There he goes. Pitch inside. The throw
Safe.
is going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
Hey, it's almost impossible to throw a base runner out that gets a lead that big. And plus, this catcher's not known for having a cannon of an arm.
Pickoff move to second. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. 2 out, nobody on.
Time. Fuck. Right now.
Now before the next pitch, time is called.
No, I have to go here. Dodgers, what? 1 okay, second. Cunha. There you go. What I say, don't be stupid on the base pass.
There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike. Chases one up the ladder as this is hit in the air to left field. Dahl is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. So 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. Dodgers out in front, 6-0. And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. He starts the inning, and Dan, they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
The pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, number 49, Antonio Senzatella.
At the plate, Antonio Senzatella. And they indeed have the pitcher bunting here as he gets this one down. And he is in there.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Okay, so that happened to both of us now. Now, I want to look at this and see if you, yes, Garrett Hampson, if your foot touched that bag before Muncie's throw got to Maya. Yep, it did. Wait a minute. Yeah, it did.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. 0-1 the count. From the stretch. Line toward the alley.
Boy, there goes that shutout I've been working on.
The outfield grass for a base hit. Hampson rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate. And the deficit now stands at 5.
You don't get too many pitches a day in the big leagues middle cut. His eyes lit up right there. This pitcher's lucky he's not getting another ball from the umpire.
Way Thoroughboat was right on the money.
At the plate now, Raimel Tapia, as he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. And he misses with it. 1-1.
Hey, that backdoor breaking ball.
I would have called that a strike, Blue. No offense.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. The 1-2. And this is on the ground is short. Could be 2. There's one over to Muncy, and they double him up.
Oh, that double play gave him a really good chance to minimize the damage here. One run has come across, but now he just has to work to strand that runner at third. Would be pretty huge if he can do that.
And if that second run scores, it's still a 4-run lead.
Now, Nolan Arenado, runner in scoring position with Cigar. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And a good pitch on the inside corner for strike one.
A good fastball above the belt is normally a pitch that batters love to take a rip at, but that one froze it.
Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. He struck him out, and it could have been worse. The inning over with only a run coming across to score. A couple of hits lead to 1 in the inning for Colorado. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. The Dodgers lead it 6-1. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Let's send it down to the field in Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with Dave Roberts, the Dodgers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He told me it feels like every ball they've put in play has been a laser, and the numbers back that up. 6 of their hits have come off the bat at 90 miles an hour or harder, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Ready now, Zach McKinstry. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
1 ball, no strikes, the count. Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Dahl. 1 down.
A celebration of his life, family, and friends pay heartfelt tribute.
A reminder that Dodger baseball continues all season long here on the show. Here you get a look at what's coming up over the course of the next 7 days.
The anger over his death living on as protesters once again flood the streets. Also disturbing videos released capturing the deadly police shooting of an unarmed black man.
Riding in once again, Max Muncy.
Police restraining another black man as he pleads, "I can't breathe." The shocking images.
First delivery to him on the way.
President Trump is now promoting a baseless conspiracy theory about a 75-year-old protester shoved to the ground by police. Chaos.
Seriously? My kind still being treated like shit after what we've been trying to do with all these protests and riots. We are still getting treated like shit. Come on, cops. No wonder why people want to disband your budgets.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Chris Bryant.
This is NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
Good evening. Soaring, emotional, and sometimes tinged with anger. But at its core, the funeral here today for George Floyd was about celebrating a life that will now forever symbolize the fight for equal justice.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Bouncer up the middle.
Stories of laughter and pain.
Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. On now to the top of inning number 4. It's the Dodgers 6 and the Rockies 1.
Strangers stood in the searing heat, say farewell.
All set for the start of the 4th. And into bat next, the big-time RBI man, Charlie Blackmon.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big driving in some runs.
No balls and 1 strike. The windup and the 0-1. High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Now the pitch. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Talk about frustrating as a pitcher. You make a great pitch like that, the guy just lays off of it. That barely missed the zone.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2. It's laid off and the count runs full.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
And so many reminders of what George Floyd's name now means to those who never met him.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. Swinging a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball here.
Honestly, at this point, I would support that kind of shit on it now.
1 run, 4 hits.
Because when this news podcast actually opened up, more and more black people were being treated like shit.
But the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone.
I'm not going to say all lives matter until Black Lives Matter. until I have
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
no fear to walk outside my house. I'll continue on saying Black Lives Matter. Fuck the cops. I'll always say that till the day I die. Even when I die, I'll still say FTP.
Meeting the family yesterday, including Floyd's 6-year-old daughter,
And the 2-1 pitch. The count now at 2-2.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here.
I'm gonna be thinking about this whole entire inning.
Count full, 3
What the
balls and 2
fuck
strikes.
is happening with my pitcher?
On to first, and there were 2 down.
Like, where these pitches are ending up or not where I'm putting them.
To the plate now, Reese McGuire.
I want a curveball right here. Curveball ends up here.
Last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try
At least we're kind of close to where I wanted to.
let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
1-1 the count. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Verdugo waits on it. And that's the third out.
When we saw that tape of this man dying,
Rockies strand 1. They trail 6-1.
because we look at him as one of us, so I didn't have to know him personally.
The name George Floyd, now one that no one will forget. This afternoon, Floyd's gold casket traveling its final mile to the
Digging
cemetery.
in, Dom Nunez. He singled his last time up.
Provided by a local black-owned business for free.
First offering on its way. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. You can kiss it goodbye.
He cried out for his mom tonight. He will be laid to rest by her side.
So a solo shot here to left center field. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as it's now a 6-run ball
It was
game.
a powerful and emotional day in Houston, inside and outside the church, certainly for the family and the entire country. Much of what we saw here today was a call to action. And with George Floyd's death putting a renewed focus on police departments' use of deadly force,
Man, this has been a rough look for this guy so far. That's the third homer he's allowed today. You better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Standing in now, Anthony DiStefano. And here's a ball hit in the air. Blackman on the move. But this will land untouched.
Pulled over for speeding last month. After 20 minutes of sitting in the patrol car, he appears to
7 runs, 8 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far.
6 times.
Jesus!
Quickly 0-2.
Authorities say Gordon twice tried to get behind the wheel of the trooper's car.
Oh yeah, whatever.
He used force as a last resort.
That's all that's what they're always gonna say. We're the ones that are trying to be violent. Blah blah blah. We deserve to get shot. No, the fuck we don't.
Back there as he gets the first out of the inning.
The trooper is now on administrative leave. As a reminder that the implicit bias in the desk case.
Digging in once again, Jacob Amaya hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Blackman will put this one away, and that's out number 2.
Led sheriff's deputies on a chase. Handcuffed. Taser. Was heard saying, "Can't breathe," multiple times. Officer notices unresponsive.
Now to the plate, Alex Verdugo. Already a home run and a double for him in this one.
Deputies followed guidelines. That incident was also
Here's the first pitch to him. Stung into the gap.
What
in right center
guidelines?
for what
Killing
should be
black
extra
people is a
bases.
guideline now?
Around first, digging for 2.
The video's caught more than 2
And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
And they've had some good at-bats against him all game long. It seems like it's just been hard hit after hard hit. As we take a look at his line here, the numbers do not lie. This has not been one of his better outings, and he'd be the first to tell you that.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So he'll make a beeline for the showers, I'm sure, as he's going to want to put this awful night behind him as quickly as possible. Jairo Diaz answers the call from Ben here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping
More
for
and
from
more
the starter.
black people keep on dying, and more keep on brought up after George Floyd. Yes. Disbanding the police department needs to actually now happen. Or think about putting that money into other uses. Or just teach these goddamn cops better.
And he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone at strike one. Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. Here's the 0-1.
George Floyd today,
high in the air down the right field line.
Tweeting out a baseless conspiracy theory
But
about
this will wind up being a foul ball.
Of course, Trump will always do something stupid like this.
75-year-old Martin Gugino, the president cited
out here and a runner
by a
at second.
far-right news outlet writing, Buffalo protester shoved by police could be an Antifa provocateur. I watched. He felt harder than
And
was
this one
pushed.
runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. A great
Antifa
pitch
stands
there,
for
and the inning is
anti-fascist
over.
and usually describes radical leftists.
But the Dodgers
It can
add
sometimes be
on
militant.
courtesy of this
There's no
solo
evidence
home
to back
run.
up the report the
We
president
played
cited,
4,
which
and the
is
lead
from a
is
man who
stretched
has
to
also
7
done
to 1.
stories for a Russian propaganda outlet that U.S. intelligence said
Welcome
tried to
back.
meddle in the
Heidi Watney
2016
standing by
election.
as we get set
In
for the
fact,
top of the
there's a lot
fifth.
of evidence to contradict
Thanks,
the
Matt. I
president's
talked with
tweet.
Rockies skipper
Gugino
Bud
is
Black
known
between
as a
innings,
longtime
specifically
peace
about his
protester,
club's
and said in a
offensive
statement
output to
today,
this
quote,
point.
no
And one
comment
thing he
other than
stressed
Black
to me
Lives
was the
Matter.
need for them to
Just
have
out of
better
the
at-bats when they've
ICU,
got runners
she'll
on
recover
base. With just
eventually.
one
Thanks.
hit with runners in scoring
His
position
friends
in a
have
game, you
described
can
him
understand
publicly
why
as
he
a
feels
gentle
that way.
person,
But he
and his
also
lawyer
says he
tells
likes the
NBC
way
News
his
today
guys are
he is
responding to
also
the
a
adversity.
typical
It
Western
seems
New
as though
Yorker
they're
who
keeping their
loves his
energy and
family.
mood up.
New York
So we'll see if they
Democratic
can start
Governor
coming through with some
Cuomo
big
with a
hits as we go
scathing
forward.
response.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The second baseman, number 1.
He should apologize for that tweet. Show some decency.
Ready with the first
Show
pitch. Here
some
it comes.
humanity. Show some fairness.
And on Capitol Hill, many of the president's Republican allies refused to comment. But his GOP detractors didn't.
He's
hold
ready.
back.
Here's the
I saw
0-1.
the tweet. It was a shocking thing to say, and I won't dignify it with any further comment.
Tonight, the White House chief of staff pressed.
I learned a long time ago not to comment on tweets, and not
Soft liner towards first. Leaps high. As
Flushing the leather.
Well done.
Off the bat, that had soft base hit written all over it, but a nice snag there by the infielder on that soft liner that could have been a potential
Kristen
base
Welker
hit.
at the White House, thank you. And tens of thousands poured into the streets once again today, and a civil rights icon led her.
Sam Hilliard will move into the on-deck circle now to try to get something started here with one gone in the inning.
boulevards, freeways, and bridges that call for change in the name of George Floyd is now being realized in communities
Now a
across
slider,
the
and he
nation.
gets ahead of him here, 0-1. The
cop
average
chief
right at 280 coming
the
in.
police chief
2
is
home
stepping
runs
down,
and
clearing
8
the way
runs
for a
batted
black
in.
chief who is the head of community policing.
I'm going to listen. I'm going to care about the community.
The growing demand for accountability.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
The police.
Wow, that was an ugly swing right there, and that tells us all we need to know. Nobody's picking the baseball
to the
ball.
grass, cursing her during a
Throw to first will take care of him. Scored at 2-3 on the putout, and there are 2 gone now. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Trevor Story steps in now. A hit in 2 tries so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1.
Scenes like these of cars plowing into demonstrators, there is also accountability for those behind the destruction. In Minneapolis today,
Just got the corner that time with a fastball, strike 2.
After a mob overran a police precinct. With demands for reform gaining momentum, today a quieter...
Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
To action. 87-year-old Merle Evers, the widow of
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Rockies. They're down 7-1.
Del Almaguer, NBC News, Los Angeles.
Tonight there is outrage in Georgia after a voting meltdown on this primary day, particularly in areas with higher black populations.
Brian Shaw gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. So here's Cody Bellinger. His numbers against Brian Shaw. He's 3 for 9. He's taken him beat once. First pitch of the at-bat. Hits this one hard the other way. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
That's what I thought, Blue.
Well, nothing earth-shattering about this one. He just didn't finish the play and watch it into his glove. And now they've got the leadoff runner board and no outs.
With higher black populations, the city's mayor asking, is this happening across the county or just on the south end?
Runner at first following the error. And that'll give way to the rookie second baseman, Zach McKinstry.
Is also structurally racist. Georgia's Secretary of State, who oversees the election, is blaming local officials, saying poll workers were not properly trained.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one's outside. Quite a bit off the plate that time. Shaw was known as a short relief specialist, a guy who came in, got 1 or 2 big outs, but with the new pace of play rules, they're forcing a change for this right-hander.
Now Georgia's Secretary of State has launched an investigation ahead of November's election.
The 1-0.
All right, Blaine Alexander.
On a line to shortstop. And they got there so quickly, the runner didn't get very far from the bag. They settled with just the 1 out.
Some hospitals running out of beds, being told to activate emergency plans.
The Meet the Press Chuck Toddcast. It's an insider's take on politics, the 2020 election, and more.
Next for the Dodgers, Max Muncy. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at-bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they can certainly roll too.
Now a long throw to third. Oh, and it's off target, and he'll be safe at third.
Dan, are you kidding me right there? I mean, that had to whistle past this guy's ear. That was a scary moment.
They call that the old chuck and duck, right? That was really close. And that's one of the things that most pitchers fear. That line drive that zips right by your head. Wow, that was awful close.
Troubling news signs tonight about coronavirus in some areas that
line drive to left.
Hospitalizations are way up. More serious.
This is turning ugly now as this ball's down for extra bases. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's an 8-1 ball game.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hack, and he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knob.
He did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, and he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get. And boy, he sure turned it loose and buggy with that one.
So now to the plate, Dom Nunez. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. But he will haul this in on the run as he had to go back to the warning track to do it. And there are 2 away. And he'll make it up safely to third, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. Now to the plate, pitcher Anthony DeSclafani. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone.
Fuck it, I want our lines to be back to normal.
Blackman is under it. And that's the
but yeah,
only 1 in the inning here for the guys in blue. 5 innings complete. LA's on top, 8-1.
That's misunderstanding to state that asymptomatic transmission globally is very rare.
While the data varies, one study estimates
so striding forward now, Raimel Tapia 0 for 2 for him to this point.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Dr. Anthony Fauci telling a panel the pandemic that's devastated the world in 4 months is only just beginning. Gary Schwartz, NBC News.
Up next, the powerful message by a man who made history today. History was made today by an Air Force general who is now the first black chief of a U.S. military branch. Raheem Ellis has his powerful words about this moment in America.
From fighter pilot to 4-star general,
Charles Brown has led American troops around the world.
Clears this one over toward first. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
Many African Americans suffered the same fate. Thinking about a history of racial issues, in my own experiences, they didn't always sing liberty and equality.
Of the 40-plus most
Here's Nolan Arenado, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. No hits to this point.
The only African American in my squadron, or as a senior officer of the African American. I'm thinking about wearing the same flight suit with the same wings in my chest.
Back up the middle. He's got it. A bare hand for one. Over to Muncy, and they double him up.
You racism. When they don't see it as a problem, it doesn't happen to them, or whether they're empathetic.
And as a father of 2 black sons.
So base is empty now after the double play. Coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Charlie Blackmon.
Have led to the protest around the country. I can't fix centuries of racism in our
First
country.
pitch coming, here it is.
Decades of
That one's right down the middle for a strike with the fastball.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys trying to play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Fly ball out to right field. Bellinger's under it. And that retires the side. Rockies are down quietly. It's still an 8-1 ball game.
We'll be right back. Throughout history, every movement for justice and freedom has had an indelible touchstone, a moment, place,
bottom of the inning now, and coming forward now is the shortstop, Jacob Amaya.
And disrupting. At today's funeral, we watched as an artist on stage
first pitch of the at-bat. Hit on the ground to third. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The people who filled the pews today lined the procession route or marched in protest yet again on the nation's streets, celebrated the man, the face that now stands for
at the plate, Alex Verdugo. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
Bias, oppression, and an uneven playing field. When America refers to this moment, it will say his name.
First pitch on its way. Looped out toward third. Great effort on the dive, but it's through into left.
I'm Lester Holt. Thank you for watching. Please take care of
with
yourself.
that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get through.
My friend and colleague Tremaine Lee about this moment in American history. There is a feeling of being under a gap in
He has enough speed, so he can find a gap or find one down the line. Maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat this one.
Ronald Acuna comes on with one away as he looks at the ball. It's 1-0.
Anything else, and that's why in this moment, it's like the veneer and the veil has dropped in a way that, again, we've been around the block. I've never felt this collective sense.
Now this is hit not all that hard out to second.
And
the second for one, he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out.
This week on Why Is This Happening?
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So 2 gone now for the Dodgers in the 6th, and that'll bring forward Cody Bellinger. From the stretch. Smoked on the ground left side. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Into the box, Zach McKinstry. Lifted the other way down the left field line. Dahl's in pursuit, and they can't run it down. Here's the pitch. And a double steal try here. On the first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. Dodgers strand a couple, and it remains an 8-1 ball game. seventh inning ready to roll. And into bat next will be the outfielder David Dahl.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First delivery to him on the way. Upper part of the strike zone, a dangerous pitch with the changeup, but he laid off.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
He pulls this one high and deep.
I wonder why you didn't swing at the changeup first. Like, the changeup was even better than that slider.
A solo home run there for David Dahl. 12 home runs for him now thus far. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
That's still a huge-ass lead.
Well, they're not there
dear.
yet, but a solo homer to lead off the inning will do wonders for any team's confidence.
The last time I had a big-ass lead like this.
Continue the comeback effort here. Just need to string some good at-bats together.
That's
now.
right. Garrett Cole against the Atlanta Braves. Last game in the series. Had a 5-run fucking lead. I have a 6-run lead now.
Take a tough pitch on the outside part of the plate for strike 1.
Gave up 3 to make it a 7-5 game. My closer.
And it's fouled away.
Gave up 2 crucial hits. And the game was tied 7-7.
And another foul ball.
Took it to the 11th inning. And fucking won it. Now, those close games, yes, I've had a couple of them against the Rockies.
Popped him up.
The ones I lost in the 9th and 10th innings, some of these were against the Rockies. Before this series even started. Our first ever series against the Rockies, I've managed 1 win out of 3 games. That was 1-3 against the Rockies.
Here's the first pitch.
Ever since then,
That's by him. It's 0-1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is
I've been
absolutely
managing
the zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
a good record against these guys now. Winning record, not a losing record.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Fastball
Egon
recalled as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Pretty clear he didn't like the call there on the outside part of the plate, but probably too good to take, and he's down on strikes for the second time.
Yeah, that pitch was right on the black. Beautiful pitch. And even if we had robot umps, he'd still be out. But the only difference would be he wouldn't be able to complain about it.
In now, Garrett Hampson. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
At what point should I say he's done?
Into the corner and slicing foul. Down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly.
Muncy, you could have touched the bag.
Gets him and the side is retired. But a solo home run will at least get this closer to respectability. Bottom of the 7th inning coming up. Get up and stretch. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Rockies 2. Now we're going to have a conference in the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Bottom of the...
James Pazos will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot
7?
in the lineup following the double switch. Tony Walters is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. So stepping in, Max Muncy. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. That's lifted the other way out to left. He's through first and hustling for second. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. At the plate, Chris Bryant. As he'll chase one up around the letters here for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Now the 0-1. Oh, and a good effort there to knock it down. The throw will go to third, and a good decision on the throw as he is meat at third base. So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error.
Although you still got an out on that play.
Now at the plate, Tom Nunez. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Here comes the first pitch. I had him lunging at that one out of the
Howdy, that was an ugly swing.
Got him out on his front foot. It's 0-2. Back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Always expect a third.
Plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
Got him.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about.
No, it's not one I want to watch again, but I guess I'll let it play.
3 pitches, and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there. That's not a good look.
I always expect a third slide out of the first 2, which I did. Of course, this one did not work out for me because it was not a strike.
Anthony DeSclafani, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just
it's
no
a
way
strike though.
Any damage. You're just
I don't give a fuck. He actually threw a strike.
To the left side.
Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt him after all, as the inning is over. 1 left for LA, but no matter, they lead it 8-2. That'll bring up Tony Walters. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Waved at and missed, and he's behind 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Trevor Story. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. This is hit down the right field line, but it's going to get out of play for strike 1.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Again, he sends it out of play.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Another one sent foul. The 0-2 once more. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And that's the second out.
The center fielder,
Standing in, Raimel Tapia. Last time through was a base hit.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. He pulls this one into right, and that's in for his second hit of the afternoon. A potentially big 2-out hit as it brings up Nolan Arenado next. The tag, and they'll get him at second, and with that, the side is retired. To the plate now, Jacob Amaya, and he puts it on the ground to second. He will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Good range showing off into the hole right there. That's not an easy play, but these guys make it look that way sometimes.
First offering on its way. One out, nobody on. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Reined in. Throw to Murphy's in time, and there are 2 gone now.
The center fielder, number 15, Jr.
Sliding into the box, Ronald Acuna. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. We've played 8 full. It's the Dodgers 8 and the Rockies 2. All set for the start of the inning, and next will be the imposing power bat, Nolan Arenado. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. The windup and the 0-1. Oh, and here's a drive. Well hit out to straightaway center. Acuna going back. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field.
Good try, Acuna.
Nolan
Good try.
Arenado touches them all. Home run number 15 for him thus far. As they cut the gap a bit, it's now an 8-3 ball game. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Hey, thanks, Matt. Yeah, you know what? Dodger Stadium has always been known for a very high mound, and pitchers love to pitch in this ballpark. And D-Row, when the sun goes down and that marine layer air comes in, this is a tough yard to hit the ball.
I was going right there, Dan. Day game, this place plays completely different, but to do it at night, that's why it was such an impressive performance today. For them to move traffic all over the yard today, not easy to do.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
Hey, this is a real. You really like to keep this guy off.
Hey now, Blue.
This is the guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
No outs, nobody on. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. On his way to second is Blackman. And they'll keep it going here as he's in with a double.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his second hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
So now to the plate, David Dahl. He pulls this one high and deep to right center field. And that is off the wall. He's in at second safely. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Come on, I'm not trying to use my bullpen today. Please get me some outs.
The first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far.
Love to avoid using my bullpen if I can today.
Down for Daniel Murphy.
When I broke into the league, not many guys were throwing that elevated fastball with that much velocity on it. The game has changed.
So we got him looking there. Daniel Murphy becomes the first out in the ninth inning. Drew Butera will get a chance with a runner in scoring position here as he'll pinch hit now with one away. 0-1 the count. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Still only one out in the inning. And he'll try to hold back.
Yes, he did.
Be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are two away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang bang place at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
From the belt, the pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
Here's a pop-up now. Catch is made, and the Dodgers will add one more to their winning streak as this ball game is over.
Well, I got to be honest, I didn't think he had 9 innings in him, but he battled, and he finished the game, and he picked up the win along the way, too.
8-4 tonight. The Los Angeles Dodgers jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Anthony DeSclafani gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year. Antonio Senzatella was hit hard to the tune of 7 earned as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers, 8 runs on 14 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Rockies, 4 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 33 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance, a sellout, 56,000. The Dodgers thank you for attending tonight's game. And as you leave Dodger Stadium, we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome to your Saturday edition of Inside the Show. I'm Justin Allegri. Starting out in the NL West, Alex Verdugo reached base safely 4 times in this one as the Dodgers grabbed the win against Colorado 8-4. He is currently among the doubles leaders in the National League. The Padres allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got a road win against Arizona 4-1. The Atlanta Braves grabbed 13 hits in the game as they defeated the visiting Fightin' Phils 9-4. The Mariners totaled 13 hits as a team as they took down the Fish in Miami 4-2. Sean Doolittle got his third win this season, leading Washington to a win against the Mets 5-4. The Reds tallied 5 home runs overall as they secured the win in extra innings against the Cubs 8-7. Robbie Erlin got the W and now has 5 this year as the Pirates were winners over the Cardinals 4-3. The Bo Sox combined to give up just 5 hits as they got the best of the Brewers at home 5-2. The Rays picked up 14 hits in total as they took down the Yankees in the Bronx 5-4. The Toronto Blue Jays held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they were winners over the visiting Rangers 7-5. The win was their 6th in a row. The Houston Astros knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the O's in Baltimore 7-2. Eloy Jimenez dominated at the dish with 2 long balls and 6 RBIs, leading the White Sox to victory against Detroit 11-6. The Royals got 12 hits in this one as they got a dramatic walk-off win against the Indians 9-7. The Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim put up 16 hits on the day as they defeated the Twins in the Twin Cities 10-5. Thanks for joining me. That's all for today. Same place, same time tomorrow. Enjoy the games.